Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It's Friday. Today, I'm going to be going over my haul and my recommendations for some books. There's a lot of one-ofs in here that I like. Um, and also, I just want to say thank you again. I feel like I keep saying thank you in every video, but it really means a lot to me that everyone's subbed to me. I greatly appreciate it, and I appreciate a lot of my friends who have helped me sort of set up this YouTube channel, and their channels will be in the descriptions down below. I highly recommend you give them a viewing and give them a sub. They're fantastic people, and they have a great deep passion about comics. And also, speaking of comics, Sunday I will be doing my giveaway for the Batman vs. Spawn acetate cover. I'm very excited to give this book away. I've looked at a lot of your entries and I like a lot of them, so it'll definitely be a tough decision. But I will do that at around 9 a.m. Eastern. I will announce the winner, and then we'll sort out the information to get your mailing info and such. But yeah, that'll be for Sunday. But it's still not too late to join the giveaway. If you want to go to last week's video about my haul, you can comment in there, and then you'll be into the contest. And I will pick, and like I said, I will pick the best winner. I will pick the best entry for Sunday around 9 a.m. But with that out of the way, we'll go over this week's haul. This week was a definite improvement over last week's haul. I think it felt like last week was sort of like a fifth week. I hate the fifth week of comic book weeks. I feel like it's just like the weakest week of the month. But I've been getting back into some Marvel. Avengers War Across Time. This book is fantastic. I have a lot of people in my Facebook group, and that Facebook group is Comic Corner 2.0. It's a really good group. I highly recommend going into that group. But a lot of my friends and a lot of people who know me well know I have a soft spot for the Silver Age, and definitely Avengers War Across Time with the art and the story. It's just pure Silver Age, as well as this book. This is probably one of my books of the week. Joe Fixit #2. I believe this is a 5-part or a 6-part miniseries, but I'm sad it's a miniseries because this book is just very well written and it's very well drawn to Peter David. And Peter David's been in comics for a very long time, and if you know him, he just doesn't write bad books. It's just fantastic. I love Joe Fixit. This next book, we're going into my indies. This book I really want to talk about a lot. Now, this wasn't even on my radar. This is Monarch. It's written by Rodney Barnes. It's an interesting premise. It's about a boy who has a surrogate family, and he has to defend the family and his neighborhood from aliens. I don't want to give out too much, but like the first page, you see an alien invasion. And this book was, especially the ending. I think this is an ongoing series, but I think this is a classic in the making. It's really well done, and you can kind of tell from the title. I didn't even realize it before. You see the alien. Sorry for the glare, but this book, highly recommend. It just came out, and it's. Yeah, I would definitely recommend going on to this one. This next book is interesting. It's only a 4-part miniseries. And this is written by Justin Jordan. I think he's a new writer too. And the art is by Bram Revel. And they, I think they're both new on the scene. But this is a 4-part miniseries. It's by Boom Studios Harrower. It's interesting. It's sort of like... It's sort of like I refer to him as like an evil Santa Claus. Like, it's a mythological creature that if you do bad things, then he does bad things to you. But the art was interesting. I don't know if it was bad or good. It's like one of those things, but I enjoyed it. I'm I'm definitely gonna continue reading it. It's only a 4-part miniseries. You never know. The thing about indie miniseries is they can either stick the ending really bad, or it could just be like a time honored classic. Like, well, Saga's not done, but Saga's probably my favorite indie story. But next up on the indies, we have Unbreakable Red Sonja. Now they kind of took a hiatus from this book. This is written by Jim Zub. He is also going to be writing a little side story. He is also going to be writing. I don't know if it's going to be in spring or fall, but I can't wait for this. He's going to be writing the new Conan series, and I forgot the name of the company that picked up the Conan IP, but I'm very excited about that. Because Jim Zub knows how to write barbarians. Case in point, Unbreakable Red Sonja. It's very well done. I'm glad they finally came back from their break. But I would highly recommend Unbreakable Red Sonja. Next up in DC, we have the Joker #5, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, and this is by Rosenberg, and I'm gonna butcher his name. The art is by Di Giandomenico. Sorry, but the backup story is by Frank Avila. The art. Someone in the group, my friend Sean, mentioned that it's like going into an interesting place, but we don't know where. I agree too. I like it. I enjoy it. I got back onto it, even after the whole side story pregnancy Joker thing. I'm gonna go on that too. I think a lot of people take comic books like. Yes, you can take comic book characters seriously because they're such a lot of them have just been a huge impact on your life and stuff like that. But sometimes you just need to have fun. Like, just don't take everything too seriously. That's just my opinion. But I like it. I like the Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing. I'm glad I'm reading that again. This next book, this is my DC book of the week. This is Batman and the Joker, Deadly Duel, written and drawn by Mark Silvestri. I don't want to do any spoilers for this book, but I feel like every issue Batman is just losing, and that's an interesting take on Batman, because Batman's always winning. You know, no matter what predicament he's in, he just always seems to find his way out. But we're on our issue 4 of 7, and he still hasn't found his footing. It doesn't help when you're sort of handcuffed to a psychopath, because Batman is teaming up with the Joker for the only reason that the Joker has Commissioner Gordon held hostage, and they have to go find him because Joker can't remember where he put him. It's a really good book. It's very intense. This next book, Flash number 792. Jeremy Adams is just killing it with the Flash. I love his run of the Flash. This story is no exception, especially the ending. I highly recommend getting the Flash. He's also going to be writing Green Lantern. We found out in DC News. There's a lot of good DC news coming out. I'm very excited with James Gunn taking over the new DC universe. I'm very excited. But the ending of the Flash 792 is just interesting. Next book, Poison Ivy by G. Willow Wilson, and I love this cover by Sweeney Boo. Usually when Sweeney Boo does a cover, I have to get it because there's a lot of detail in it. I love the way Harley and Ivy are just looking at each other, and they just love each other very much, and they're still like playful with their makeup. But this was very good too. It was very slice of lifey compared to the usual horror that G. Willow Wilson's run, but she definitely knows the characters of Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. Another recommendation, if you're not really familiar with G. Willow Wilson, she wrote an amazing Wonder Woman run. She's I highly recommend looking up her work. She's great. A lot of people don't like her, and for some reason I don't know why, because everything she's written I've thoroughly enjoyed. But Mike in my group doesn't really like Miss Marvel. I just realized a lot of people don't like Miss Marvel, and again, don't know why. But she's also an interesting character too. I highly recommend watching the Miss Marvel series on Disney Plus. And yeah, it's Poison Ivy number 9. Next up, Gotham City Year 1. This is my crime noir book by Tom King. This is the penultimate issue. I like it looks like Commissioner Gordon, but I think that's Slam. I think that's Slam Bradley. But and then you got Batman on top. A lot of the art is fantastic by Phil Hester, and he's also, if you're in the New England area, which I am, I'm in Rhode Island. I'm very excited to meet him at August. There's a Comic-Con at Mohegan Sun, the casino. I hope to get his autograph and hope to get some of his books on it. He's a fantastic artist. I really enjoy his work. But Gotham City Year 1, issue 5 of 6, it's starting to wrap up the story between Bruce's grandparents, and they're not the best people. It goes to show, like, a lot of people in Gotham aren't the best of people, but it's a good crime noir mystery. There's a lot of dialogue, and I think that's what puts a lot of people off, that there's not enough action and it's mostly dialogue. But I love dialogue-driven stories. I love crime noir. Ed Brubaker is probably my favorite. I would say he is my favorite writer, but it's kind of reminiscent of him. And the last book, Batman number 132, written by Chip Zdarsky, and this is an Art Germ cover. I'm sure everyone's familiar with Art Germ and his. Oops, just bumped into the camera. Sorry about that. Familiar with his art. Batman. I love Chip Zdarsky. This story is kind of weird for me. I like it. I think I love Deadly Duo more. I'm gonna keep continuing with Batman 132, but it's just this sort of Batman on another world. It's, I don't know. I'm just so used to Batman fighting his usual cadre of villains and rogues, but you know, I'll keep going. I'm never gonna drop Batman. Batman is one of, if not my favorite DC, or one of my favorite characters in all of comics. But that's the haul for this week. Oh, I went there pretty quickly. But again, thank you very much to everyone who's subbed and who's continued to sub, even after the giveaway. I know some people may trickle off and such, but you know, it's all good. I'm glad you guys are here for the ride. I'm gonna get better with my videos. I have some big plans for production. I just have some career stuff I have to take care of, but I have, like, you know, I'll throw in some animation. I'll start working on that, get some help from my friends who will be in the description down below. I highly recommend you giving them a like, follow, subscribe. Definitely subscribe to them. They're good people. But that's pretty much it. I will be live. I won't be live Sunday. I'll put up my video Sunday announcing the winner. And good luck to everyone. And like I said, you still have time to go into last week's video and just put your comment in there on who's your favorite comic book character. And like I said, it could be DC, Marvel, it could be Indies, Image, AWA, Vault, Boom. There's so many independent companies out there. But that's it. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Bye.